All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Serious Angler Podcast. We talk about bass fishing education. And of course, that all meets the more than occasional tangent or rabbit hole for you folks, where we talk about things that are either non bass fishing related or just completely off topic because we do that quite a lot. But whether you're here to learn or just hang out on this Friday for you folks tuning in on MP3 or on YouTube, you're in the right spot. I'm your host, Bailey Eggbert, and I'll be joined here by my co host, the Bassin Captain, Mr. Andy Full. And today we have a great episode for you guys. We got Mr. Dylan Grubb from Extreme Outdoorsman that's going to be joining us. We're going to do a little fun game of Would You Rather, as well as some Bassin talk in between and intertwined into it all. If you missed earlier this week's past show on Wednesday with Cody Huff, I encourage you guys to go back. We talked about cold water bass fishing. Cody's a Bassmaster Elite Series pro. We talked about some of the myths that come with cold water fishing, things that you should not dive too deep into, as well as get into the tips and tricks for cold water bass fishing to help you catch more fish. And so we linked some of the baits and different things sale wise to Omnia Fishing below for you guys to go in there, save some money. Um, we talked about a bunch of those on Cody's show where you guys can go take advantage of that and use code Series 10 at Omnia Fishing and save you guys self some money and getting some things that can help you catch more bass in cold water. And today we're going to have some fun. So we're going to get into today's show with Mr. Dylan Grubb. All right, folks. For folks that are just now tuning in, we are back for part 2 of tonight's show. We're bringing on Dylan Grubb from the Extreme Outdoorsman. We're going to bring him on here in a second. But if you guys are, again, just tuning in, I'm your host, Bailey Eggbert, and we're here with the Bassin Captain, Mr. Andy Full. We just had a great segment with Cody Huff talking about some cold water bassin. And now we're switching gears. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to obviously talk fishing. We're going to have a good time doing it. And so without further ado, let's bring him on here. Mr. Dylan Grubb, what's going on, man?
What's going on, guys? I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a long time coming, dang.
Yeah,
I've been watching your
kidding,
guys'
dude.
show forever, it seems like.
Yeah, dude, we see you pop in on the comments and the live streams now and then. But yeah, dude, you're right. I mean, in the 5+ years of us doing it, it should not have taken this long to get you.
Yeah, I feel like we've known about each other forever. I don't even know how long yet. Like you said, probably 5 or 6 years or longer, maybe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely been a minute, but we're glad to have you here. We got to break the ice, and then it'll be just trickle down from the shows going forward.
Yeah, we'll have to collab on. I'll come up to New York and do some fishing or something sometime. That'd be pretty cool to come up there. I've never been to New York at all, so.
Hey, cool. You're in Michigan, right, Dylan?
Yeah.
So how far from Detroit are you?
I'm like an hour north of Detroit, sort of in like the Thumb area.
Oh, that's easy. So that's like a 4-hour trip.
It's like a 4.5 hour trip if you drive through Canada.
Oh yeah. I've been to Niagara Falls a few times, and I take through Canada, so it's not really that far, to be honest.
Yeah, that's like 20 minutes from both of our houses.
Oh dang, really?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, I wanted to bring my rods when I went there, but I didn't know how the fishing was or anything.
Yeah, I don't think they allow you to fish like above the falls anymore. You used to be able to back in like the 90s, but I think after like September 11th, they've kind of shut all that down.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to film a video fishing Niagara Falls or something.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet. Yeah. I'm like right in the middle between Saginaw Bay and Lake St. Clair. So both of them's about like an hour away. So it's hard to really choose which one to go to because they're both amazing fisheries, you know?
Well, 100%. That's great because literally the first would you rather I have was would you rather drop shot smallies on St. Clair or go frog Saginaw Bay?
Probably frog Saginaw Bay. It's crazy up there. I actually started fishing it with my buddy Blue Jays Outdoors. You've probably seen him fishing with me, but I didn't really ever fish up there a ton, and I just
There you go. I got the pink frog sitting on the desk.
That's hilarious. Yeah, he's the one that turned me on to that probably 2 or 3 years ago. I just met him through my social media and stuff. He was a big fan of my channel, and we just got together one day, and he took me up there, and we just slaughtered the largemouth. We probably caught like 80 to 100, all on topwater frogs. Then I just fell in love with Saginaw Bay. But there's some really good smallmouth fishing up there too, as you guys have seen, and all like the MLF and bass tournaments up there now.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the smallmouth on Saginaw are a little bit more few and far between compared to other Great Lakes, but
Yeah.
the largemouth fishing definitely shines every time people go there. It just seems like it's hard to find, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it sounds like for Saginaw largemouth, the numbers are incredible. It's finding one bigger than 3 pounds. That's an extreme struggle.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. You can go around. You can literally launch at any boat ramp, and as soon as you see like tall weeds, just go fish over there. You can catch 100, like 1, 2 pounders, you know. But really finding the bigger fish is tough out there. Like you gotta cover a lot of water to try to find those bigger ones. But I've been fishing up there now for probably like 3 years now or something. So I've got some pretty good canals and like different reed patches and offshore grass and stuff. So I've caught
Dude.
some pretty big ones out there over the years so far. It's pretty fun going up there. I just need to
Oh yeah,
figure out the smallmouth bass up there. It's tough.
Smallies.
I
yeah,
know how to
yeah.
catch them on St. Clair, but Saginaw Bay is just a whole nother level.
I mean, you see the best of the best go up there, smoke them one day, and the next, it's like they are complete.
Yeah.
They're ghosts. They're ghosts
Yeah.
up there. Seems very difficult. But,
Yeah, one of my really good buddies went up there a few days ago and had like, I think 29 pounds. And he told me he was fishing in like 3 to 4 foot of water.
a
I was like,
smallmouth.
that's insane. Yeah, smallmouth. He sent me a
Yeah.
bunch of pictures. I was like, holy crap. Where are
Now
you at?
I was gonna say that's the question. Did he send you original images on iPhone? Because if you do the swipe up, you can see the location.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
there's a
where
fishing
he's
tip
at.
for you fools out there. If your buddies, be careful. One, what pictures you're sending to your friends, and then two, the pictures you do get. You get little nuggets.
You can actually turn the location off now when you send photos too.
Really?
There you go.
Do that.
So if you want people to know where you are, don't turn it off. But if you don't want them, yeah. If you don't care, doesn't matter. But
you're sending us fish pictures. Keep your location on.
Yeah, and everyone always wants to blur out the background. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love when people blur out trees or the shoreline. It's cool. Everybody already knows where you're at.
I'm definitely guilty of that to an extent. I did it a couple weeks back. I posted a YouTube video, and I didn't blur out the background, but I realized in editing that my Helix unit had the map of where exactly I was. I was fishing offshore, so I had to blur that out. I'm like, I can't show that.
Yeah, got some hot spots.
Yeah, you can't give away all the juice. You could do your best to see where the background's at and put in the work. But dude, before we get down further the rabbit hole here of a show with you, it's your first time here on Serious Angler, and we have this tradition. Every time it's your first time on the show, we like to throw it back to the beginning of how the hell you got started and who's to blame for this lifelong addiction. And I'm sure I know where yours is going because you have an incredible channel with fishing with your pops and this different stuff you guys do. But we'll love to hear that story, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely my dad that started it. He's been fishing his whole life, and growing up, he fell in love with bass fishing on his own because his dad and brother never really fished or anything, and he just started bass fishing, and then he had me and my twin brother. And then we just started fishing like crazy together, and we were fishing a bunch of tournaments. And just one day I decided, like, why don't I like buy a camera and like start filming all our fishing trips together, just like so we can watch them down the road. And just see all our greatest memories together and stuff, and I just thought it'd be pretty cool, so I went and bought all the GoPros and, like, cool cameras and everything, and I started just posting stuff on I started out on Instagram back in the day when Instagram was, like, just starting, and you could
Old
grow,
school
like,
days.
thousands of followers a day, back in
Yeah.
those days. But, yeah, I just started posting on Instagram and, like, collabing with other people and filming all me and my dad's fishing trips, and I guess people just really enjoyed me fishing with my dad, and a lot of people really like that because not that many YouTubers or content creators fish with their dad, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought it was
That's
pretty cool filming all that stuff with my dad because later in life, like when he passes away, like I'll be able to watch every video, all the best like fish catches we ever had together.
yeah.
So
That's the cool thing about it, man. I think the reason people like that is because it's relatable.
yeah,
Where it's, not everybody can relate to you going out and doing a Walmart challenge in a video where they might enjoy watching it, but I think people resonate harder with stuff like that. Whether it's
yeah,
whether it's a father taking a son fishing, mother taking a son fishing,
yeah,
whatever it may be, that just hits harder, and I think people like
yeah.
to see that as well. So that's
Yeah,
pretty cool, man. I
I'm
love that.
always getting messages of different, like, dads or kids saying they love watching my videos because they love seeing my dad in them even. They're like, "We love when your dad's in the like, when he's not in the videos, people question, like, "Where's your dad? Like, what
Yeah.
happened?" Or, you know? But he works out of town a lot, so whenever he's back in town, we'll do some fishing or something, but, like, he just got home about a week or 2 ago from a job in Illinois, so he'll go work out of town for, like, 3, 4 months and then come back for, like, a month or 2, and so that's when we really try to make a lot of cool videos together. We'll go hunting or fishing or whatever, just hang out.
Yeah, shoot, you guys go to Ohio for some bow hunting,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, we just got back down from Ohio, like, last week. It was fun. Usually my twin brother goes, but he's super busy with work now too. So me and my dad went down there for like a week and we saw some deer, but no shooters really. We like to try to wait for the bigger bucks.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, you have a twin. Who's the older one?
Uh,
That's the question.
Me by
Yeah,
1 minute
by
though.
1 minute.
No,
Oh,
Good.
yeah,
jeez.
yeah, that counts though.
A win's a win, baby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
100%.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool though. We used to do everything together. We're pretty much like we're not identical, but we look identical. I don't the doctors must have got it wrong or something. Because we're
I was gonna
literally
say, I
yeah,
saw a picture of you guys and I'm like, yeah, you're pretty much carbon
yeah,
copy, like,
yeah, we
control
are.
C.
Yeah, we're like the same. We're same body figure, same height, same weight, same hobbies, everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Same beard, same
yeah, yeah,
oh,
for
yeah.
real. Yeah,
Yeah.
same accent too.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
It,
dude, that is probably the one thing that I've seen from your channel that is so
yeah,
much fun to watch.
yeah,
One is the people teasing you about your dad
yeah.
beating you up,
Oh
on
yeah,
the fishing, or your dad beating your butt on fishing,
yeah.
but then the accent stuff. How many people ask you if it's fake?
Millions. Literally just not even on social media too. Like obviously you guys see it on my channel, YouTube, Instagram, everything, but like even my day to day, like when I go grocery shopping, like or I meet people at the boat ramp or like if I like go to like McDonald's even and I go order through the drive-through, like I'll be like, "Hey, can I get a Big Mac?" And the person's laughing in the microphone, like,
What a jerk.
what's going on here? Is this a joke?" And I'm like, "No, the heck? Just take my order. I'm
Yeah, actually,
hungry."
this be free now.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for real. Yeah,
Jeez.
it's hilarious. I get it every day. I mean, it's not that bad, I don't think, but I guess I can't hear my own accent.
Yeah.
So,
And it's a
people
weird thing
ask
too, like,
People.
even from us as podcasters, when you there's nothing worse I hate than listening to my own voice.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like for whatever
yeah.
reason, like my wife loves, she knows that, and
Yeah.
she uses it against me, that little demon.
Yeah.
I say that because she's upstairs. And she
Yeah.
so she will play my videos and know that
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
my own voice.
Yeah. My dad does that. I'll, like, come back to the house, and I'll come in, and he'll just be sitting there watching my videos, and I'm, like, almost embarrassed. Like, "Why do you just sit and watch my videos all day?" But he's
It's
just
like,
a proud dad, you know? He
I love that
loves
part.
rewatching all our fish catches and, like, everything, you know? He loves when we go down to Florida together every year. We have a lot of really cool trips we do every year. So that's really a cool thing that we have. We go to Florida every year for, like, 2 or 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
we do that Ohio trip every year, so we definitely have some fun moments together, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So with that, my last question on it, where do people think you're from usually when do they follow up with that
There's, like
question?
yeah, yeah. There's usually, like, 3 places people say. What do you guys think? If you
I'm gonna
could
get Minnesota first.
Yeah, that's one thing people always say, either Minnesota, Canada, or everyone thinks I'm from California, like a surfer bro. I'm like,
I
"What the
actually
hell?"
picked on that.
Yeah, and
That's all I'm gonna hear.
with my long hair too, it makes it even, you know, I guess I look like a surfer bro or something, but I don't know. I got it up in a bun right now. I normally like to put it down and I'm fishing, you know?
There you go, dude. There's your April Fool's Day
Oh, yeah.
post where you just put up braids like a
Yeah.
Rasta bro. There you go.
Yeah, and everyone always thinks I'm like Seth Feider's look-alike. I get that all the time in my comments, like, "Hey, are you related to Seth?" Or, you know, I don't know. I get that a
That's
lot on
awesome.
all my YouTube posts and stuff. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Shoot, dude, you slap on a fighter jersey, shave the
Oh
beard
yeah,
to a mustache, have
yeah,
the
Good
hair
Halloween
out. I mean,
costume.
you're pretty damn close.
yeah, yeah. I did that a couple of years ago. I shaved all this off, and it was just my mustache. And I did like a picture just how he was posing. I was like, dang, I do look like him, sort of. I just need
Hey.
to lose a few pounds, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You
if
just need
Seth
to
Fighter
drink.
hit the gym every day. Yeah.
You just need to freaking hit some more darts and drink a lot of Mountain Dew, and I guess
Oh
you'll
yeah,
be right.
yeah, yeah. I hung
Yeah.
out with him earlier this year over at St. Clair, so that was pretty cool. I went and helped film a Zona show with him and Seth, so that was pretty sweet. It was
Yeah, that's
fun.
sick. He mentioned recently on a straight cast that he wants to fish with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I seen that. That was pretty cool.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
a fun
need to get
collab.
up there and fish with him. That'd be sweet. Yeah,
Dude,
I
you could have
seen.
some pretty funny content of like the doppelganger or
Yeah.
like the when you have have you seen those where oh, what's the term I'm using for? But like on the movies, like they're the main actors
Oh yeah.
backup. What do you call it?
Yeah. I
You know what I'm talking
forget.
about?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The
Yeah.
backup, the
Yeah.
one that's supposed to look like him and not get hurt,
You
or
got the
like the
Yeah.
main guy not
yeah.
get hurt. I know what you mean.
Yes. We just send you to the place, like send you to Omnia, send you to all the places that Seth goes, and just
Oh
see how
yeah,
far you can go.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, show up to like a tournament in his boat and truck.
yeah,
Everyone would be running over wanting a picture or something. That'd be funny.
It'd be good.
dude, that would be hilarious. That'd be some great
Yeah.
content here.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I like Seth.
Yeah, Seth's awesome, man. He's one of the real ones, if you will. Like you ain't
Yeah,
gonna get any BS out of him, but
yeah.
that's cool. So buddy, we got a little fun game. Obviously, we're gonna talk bass fishing, I'm sure, throughout this as we have, but we got a little
Sure.
fun game of Would You Rather. And so for people tuning in, or even for yourself, in case you don't know the game Would You Rather, it's basically just we give you two different scenarios. You got to pick one and then maybe expand upon why you picked it. So kind of like we did with the Saginaw versus St. Clair deal.
Alright,
So some
cool.
of these are fishing, some of these aren't fishing. Some of these are pretty good. So the first or second one, I guess, because we already asked you the first one technically was St. Clair and Saginaw,
Yeah.
is so if would you rather be forced to sing or dance to every single song you heard for the rest of your life?
Probably sing. I
You're
love
not a dance
singing.
guy.
No, I'm not a dance guy. I guess maybe when I get a few drinks in me at like a wedding or something.
Everyone
I love
dance
dance.
at a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably sing. I'm always singing country songs like Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs or Bailey Zimmerman. I like all those guys. Or
wedding.
Luke Bryant. I went to his concert earlier this year and had front row tickets, so that was pretty cool.
Oh man, all right. I
Yeah,
roll.
I like singing. It's fun. My fiance always tells me I should have been a singer. So
Oh yeah.
a country singer.
There you go. 2025. We
Oh
got
yeah.
the Extreme Outdoorsman album dropping on y'all. There we
Yeah.
go. Start
Maybe
that
I should
Spotify,
start
baby.
singing while I'm fishing. Nobody does that.
That would be something else.
It would. Just setting the hook on like a 5-pounder while I'm singing.
Who? I feel like somebody tried to put out a music video.
Really?
Was it Tyler Anderson that tried it?
Oh yeah, Tyler. He always sings. Like he sings a lot in church. I see all the time.
We got future Miss Extreme Outdoorsman.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get married next fall, so that'll
Congrats,
be cool. Buddy. Yeah, down in Tennessee.
So. Hey, maybe Seth will marry you guys.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Does he do weddings?
I don't know. I just threw it out there because one of my best friends, Alex Rudd, one of my best friends, married my wife and I. And so it's funny just when you have just random people that.
My buddy Blue Jays, he has that like certification where he can marry people. So we thought maybe ask him since we know him, and it'd be pretty cool.
Hey, one tip for you, and this is for everybody tuning into this. So for anybody that plans to get married or is engaged currently, that my wife and I missed this boat on was send an email or mail to all your favorite sport teams, brands, things like that, because chances are with how much stuff they get, you could luck out and get free game tickets, like care packages from brands, things like that. It's crazy the stuff that you can get out of it, but we've seen it happen to a bunch of different people. Even we know, like people got free Bills tickets because they were getting married and they sent mail to the Bills.
Crazy. I always see like videos on like Instagram or TikTok where like people are getting married and they'll DM all their like famous celebrities to like come to the wedding or like send them, like you said, like send them gifts. Or I thought that'd be kind of funny to do. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I've seen that part too, where it's like email all these rich people because they're
get
it, and they send something because they just don't want to be a jerk. I wasn't really going that. You could definitely do that too. It's smart, but it's definitely cool to do like the whole sport team route or like country singer or whatever.
Yeah, maybe I'll get some Lions tickets or something. There
you go. Hey,
yeah,
worst case,
I need to. They're so expensive now. I can't afford that.
Dude, buddy, it's expensive to watch from the couch these days.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's the downfall of having a good sports team, all right?
Yeah.
Like, kind of happens.
Yeah, tickets used to be like $20 ago because they just had to fill the seats.
There you go. See, Brandon Dorn here says we did that. We got free Brewers tickets and some pretty sweet seats.
Yeah,
there you go.
Checking.
What was the line?
I was checking tickets the other day, and it was like $700 a seat for the Lions. It's ridiculous. Dang.
I'm glad I live in Buffalo still. Like, even though the Bills are great, like you can still find tickets to games for like $1.50. If you get really lucky and scour the internet before kickoff, you can get them like 2-3 hours before. You can get them for like 60, 70 sometimes. Till the new stadium is finished. I'm sure that's done, but we'll see.
That's a double-edged sword for you Lions fans now, as your team is freaking sick.
I love their coach. He's the best.
Just gonna bite some kneecaps,
Oh yeah. I love when he says that. And everybody chanting Jared Goff all around the country in like every stadium now. It's hilarious.
It's everybody. I don't think, unless you're like in the division like Packers or Minnesota, you might hate Dan Campbell, but I can tell you as an Eagles fan, I love Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
I'd run through a brick wall for Dan Campbell. Like it's definitely a fun team.
Dan Campbell's a beast. He's just so likable. How could you not like him?
Yeah.
And he just loves all his players. he was on the team back when the Lions went 0-16. So I think that's even cooler for him because he's like helping the team grow and just making a path for him. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean that's a coach you want to play for.
Could you say that was Miami's biggest fault, was not hiring him full time when he got the interim tag and let him go?
Yeah, probably.
He dodged a bullet leaving Miami. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, hopefully they win on Thursday against Green Bay. It'll be a pretty exciting game to watch. It's going to be a good game, I think.
Yeah, I mean that, and then they got the Bills too.
Yeah,
and
that's going to be crazy.
That one's going to be wild. I would love to go to that game, but I'm not paying $700 a ticket.
Yeah.
Shoot, I mean, if it becomes Lions-Eagles for NFC Championship, I might pay to go watch
that. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
They might kill each other before they make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you guys see that Ohio-Michigan game?
Yeah.
Oh, that was intense, dang. And when they tried to plant a flag in Ohio State's field, that was crazy.
You see the two guys got pepper sprayed?
Really?
Two Ohio State players got pepper sprayed by a cop in the middle of that.
Jeez.
Fantastic.
Because it was windy that day, the field got pepper sprayed.
Dang.
Oops.
Yeah, that
cop might have got fired for that.
I would imagine he got some sort of reprimand. That's for dang sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Let's keep going on here. Andy, what you got?
Got it. All right. So would you rather use a spinning rod or a casting rod for the rest of your life?
That's tough. Probably a cast. I don't know. Maybe a spinning. Because I love
carefully.
Yeah. That's a hard one, dang. I love catching smallmouth on drop shots, but I guess you can drop shot possibly on a bait caster, you know? I don't know, maybe a bait caster because I love top water bites with like a whopper plopper or a frog, or you can't beat a top water bite, you know?
Yeah.
Just makes people giggle.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Even if they like when they miss it, you're like, holy crap, that was crazy. You know?
Stupid fish.
Yeah, like when you're out with your buddies or something, you're just laughing the whole time out on the boat. That's the best. I love getting out with your friends or something and just catching all kinds of fish. You can't beat that.
Yeah. Well, I guess to add on top of that, we had one here for you that was would you rather only be allowed to throw big baits on spinning rods, or only throw finesse / Ned rigs on casting gear?
Dang, that's tough. I don't even know. I've never thought of that.
We went down the deep hole for this one.
Throw big baits on.
Could you imagine trying to walk a frog in reeds with action spinning rod?
Yeah.
65.
Yeah.
It's like a surf rod, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'd probably have to say a bait caster again. Because how am I going to throw a big glide bait on a spinning rod, you know?
And they make rods big enough.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Probably. Because you can throw a tube jig on a bait caster, you know, for smallmouth. I normally always take a spinning rod for my tubes and stuff, but I've taken out a lot of people over the years that'll show up with a bait caster with a tube. I'm like, that's crazy. I've never done that before.
That's how Jason Christie won there a few years ago in St. Clair, was cracking a tube on a casting rod.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
I've always thrown tubes on spinning rods. That's just all I ever known, you know?
Yeah. I don't think I throw tube on a spinning rod anymore. It's just bait caster at 12-pound test.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
just
throw
more
all
leverage.
Yeah. That's true. That makes sense. It just looks so much cooler with a spinning rod, I think.
Until they jump and that big weight's going everywhere and it flies back at you. That's the only reason why I went to it. I was like, I'm tired of losing fish when they come up jumping with a spinning rod. So I went to a 7.6 medium heavy, a soft medium heavy, and 12-pound, and 8-to-1 gear ratio, and you just stick the rod tip in the water and just keep reeling. And
that makes sense.
You land about 90% more of them.
Yeah, especially on fluorocarbon. Because when you got the braid on, it's no stretch or anything. So that's one thing I just really started doing the last couple of years. Like growing up, I loved throwing braid to fluorocarbon leaders, you know. But over the last few years, I just lose so many huge smallmouth right at the boat or while I'm fighting 'em, and my dad will always say, "What are you doing? You need to switch to fluorocarbon because of stretch," you know, because he
You're
always
talking
throws
casting or
that
spinning?
casting.
Casting, okay.
Yeah. I don't think I have any spinning all fluorocarbon. Do you guys?
No, because it just
Yeah,
creates
yeah,
mess
it
on the
goes
backspinning
everywhere.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the only time I really see too many people throwing straight spinning on or
yeah,
straight fluoro on spinning now is like for like spy baits or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. It
yeah,
doesn't
that's
last very
true.
long.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
doesn't. Or like, I guess I put that on for like my ice fishing rods, but I'm
Right.
just going for like little bluegills and stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Little,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
shoot, it's probably almost about that time for you guys, right?
yeah. I just drove around today and like all the lakes around here frozen over already. It's crazy.
Shoot, you got safe
Yeah.
ice yet?
No, it just yesterday it was open, but today, probably last night it got super cold, you know, and it froze overnight. So probably I looked at the forecast for like the next few weeks and it's supposed to be below freezing for like the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So we
You're gonna
should
get that.
probably have safe ice by next week, I think.
Yeah, maybe even if it's like in the low teens, you'll probably
Yeah,
have safe
yeah,
ice in
this
2 days.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it gets thick fast, so I'm
Boy,
excited to get out there and do some ice fishing. I love ice fishing.
ice has
Um,
always been one of those things where it's like, unless the bite is hot, I'm usually if I'm going, it's to drink beer with the buddies. That's about
straight,
it.
yeah, I always bring beer, like hard cider or something, and it's just fun hole hopping with a little rod, going to catch like perch or walleyes or like crappies or something. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Right.
But
You
I
you
got
work with a cider company, don't you?
yeah, yeah, Blake's hard cider. I've been working with them for probably like 4 or 5 years now. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
just it's a cool story behind it because it was like a really old like farm and like they just decided to start making hard cider probably like 10 years ago or something. And I used to go to that farm as a kid. We'd go get our like Christmas trees or pumpkins or like apples or like, you know, and then I just reached out to him and was like, I've been coming here for years. I'd love to partner up with you. And the owner is super cool. He's big into deer hunting and fishing. And I guess it all worked out. So everybody loves me there. Sweet.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I love their stuff. They make some really good drinks. Have you guys tried them ever?
Uh,
I have not. No.
No, they're probably. Are you
Really?
both in New York?
yeah, we're both right outside Buffalo.
Yeah.
They're probably in New York. I think they're in all 50 states now.
I'll give them a shot just for you, but I'm usually not a
Yeah,
cider.
the
I'm too
triple
sweet.
jam's the best, probably, or peach party. That's what I
Peach
got in
party?
here right now. Yeah,
That sounds
yeah, it's
actually pretty
good.
intriguing.
Yeah,
I'll give it a rip. I'll give it a look around, see what we got.
yeah. Maybe if you come out here to St. Clair one time, I'll bring a pack for us.
There we go. I'll come snatch one like spotted cow in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Bring that sucker back home.
yeah, it'd be
Or
fun.
heck yeah, dude. All right. So next one we got for you is would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shoot tequila with The Rock?
Probably tequila with the Rock. I like the Rock. He's cool, and he posts fishing stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to hang out and talk fishing and just hear about how he got so big, you know, in like his acting world and everything. I think he started with WWE, didn't he?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
For
believe
he's
so.
football or something.
he was WWE. Well, he played college football for Miami Hurricanes, so the University of Miami.
Yeah,
And then never got, or he did get a football offer, I think for the USFL or something like that. That didn't work out. Was wrestling, semi-pro, I believe it's labeled as, I think semi-pro. Got an invite to WWE, and then basically just said, screw this, I'm gonna go work on acting.
Yeah, I really like him. All the movies in it he's in and everything. How could you not like that guy? He's just a likable guy, I think, and he's always happy, it seems like, in all the movies and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, and he's a super hard worker. It seems like he's always in the gym working out, you know?
He's got to be one of the world's most busiest human beings.
Yeah, definitely. It's insane.
Yeah.
With all the movies and everything he's in. It's crazy.
That one right there was, when I saw that one, I'm like, that's gonna be a hard one because I'm a big Deadpool fan. Because Ryan Reynolds is freaking hilarious. But
yeah, he is. I like that guy. He's cool.
Yeah,
I've never even seen that movie.
What?
You've never seen Deadpool? Oh, jeez.
No.
Dylan, I want you to leave this podcast right now and go watch all 3 in a row. It's your homework.
You will never see so much like CGI blood and gore in your life, and just straight vindictive comedy.
I watched that one new series called The Boys. Have you seen that?
No,
it's super good. It's about like superheroes, and they're supposed to be like really good, but in reality, they're like behind the scenes. They're like killing all these people, and like it's crazy, and it's super like bloody and everything too. It's insane. It's called The Boys. That's who me and my fiance were for Halloween this year.
Oh shoot! No, I don't know if I know.
Yeah, that's like probably the best show I've ever seen. Probably.
The Boys. Let's see.
Yeah, it's super good.
Oh, okay, that's what this is. Yeah, no, I've seen like memes and stuff from it. I've never actually seen the show itself.
Yeah, you guys would like it. It's super good.
I'll have to give it a shot.
So, are you guys still fishing over there, or no?
For now.
Yeah.
For now, Erie's still open if you can get out. If the wind would ever stop.
Yeah, it's horrible right now. The wind, it sucks.
Yeah, we're
gonna windy every day.
60 to 70 mile an hour winds tomorrow night in the lake. I know a guy I know got out today and caught 2 7s, but he was in 6-footers, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going out there.
Jeez, that's crazy. And me and my dad tried going out the other day for muskies, and there was probably 4-footers. I was like, geez, this is intense. I know I'm in a Ranger and it won't sink, but dang, this is kind of sketchy.
You're getting wet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were soaked in the water. The wind was going right into the shoreline we were at. So it was just straight chocolate milk, So we were like, why are we even out here? We pulled up to the boat ramp, and it's normally like packed, like 60 to 100 trailers, and not even one trailer was there. And we were like, well, that's not a good sign, dang.
Nope.
But we were like, we gotta go out for at least an hour.
Yeah, you gotta get
we drove all the way out here. Yeah.
Oh,
just send it out there.
That's where you make a U-turn and go to the closest inland lake that has muskie and try.
Yeah, that's true. There's some good inland lakes around there too. So,
heck yeah. All right, Andy, what we got next?
All right. Would you rather die in 20 years with 0 regrets or live to 100 with a lot of regret?
Made these up.
Some of these I got on the internet. I can't take all. Some of them I came up with. There's some I didn't.
I guess I'd probably die in 20 years with no regret. I don't like looking back and thinking, man, I wish I would have done that, Yeah, that's the worst feeling in the world. It like eats me alive. Like, even if I don't go to the gym every day, I feel like I'm like a horrible person or something. Because I'm so addicted or trying to eat good. I always,
Yeah.
I don't know. I always think of like, I better do it now or I'm going to regret it,
Yeah. Dude, I feel that because I have a similar mindset. They say that's actually a good mindset to have. Although when you feel it, it feels a little unhealthy when you have that mindset. It's like, it's almost because what I would do, and I'm still horrible with this, but like growing up as an athlete, I forced myself basically, like, if I didn't go train that day or whatever, I'd make myself feel guilty.
Yeah. Oh,
And that
yeah.
guilt would make me go do that thing.
Yeah.
And then, but there's times where that's really not a healthy way to look at things.
Yeah.
But even till to this day, like I hear you loud and clear what you're saying.
Yeah, me too. Growing up, like you said, I was an athlete too. I played like all sports in high school and played in college for a while, and just not going to work out, it just eats you alive, or it's just in the back of your head thinking, man, I wish I would have done that today or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that is the worst feeling.
yeah.
Well, here's I guess to go with that with feeling here. Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Probably read, because I'm already not good at reading, really.
Is that Michigan education that you're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, probably. Maybe it's just my accent, but I don't know. Growing up, me and my brother, because I have a twin brother, my
Yeah.
mom and dad said we didn't even talk to anybody else till we were like 4. And like, you should start talking by like 2 or 3, I think. And me and Hunter didn't talk to anybody else besides me and him. We had like our own like twin like language where we talk to each other, but we wouldn't talk to anybody else. It's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Your own language and dialect.
yeah. Maybe that's why we talk
Extreme
funny or something.
gibberish.
Yeah, probably.
You had your own nation. Your nation
Yeah.
growing with your own language.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
amazing.
cool having a twin too, because like I've got like fans all over the country and stuff, and he's always traveling for work because he works on the gas and oil pipeline, so he's all over the place. And he always will like call me up and be like, "Hey, I just ran into like one of your subscribers and like in like Tennessee," or like he told me the other day him and his wife were over in North Carolina at the bar, and he went into the bathroom and he was just using the urinal, and some other guy walked in and was pissing next to him and was like, "Hey, I have a question. Are you extreme outdoorsman?" And he was like, "What the hell? How do you ask me that in the bathroom?" And he was like, the guy asked if I could get a picture with him while we were in the bathroom. What? That's the weirdest thing ever.
That's just a beer
Time and
talking.
place, bud. Time and
Yeah,
place.
yeah, for real. Yeah,
Or
it's funny,
it's
but
just North Carolina.
oh yeah, probably. Yeah, but it's
Weird.
cool because like I have like a clone that will run into like fans too, and he'll meet people and talk to them and get pictures with them. So I always think that's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
Dude, that means shoot, you just got to give him a little cut and have him go do all
Oh yeah,
your
yeah, for
marketing work
real.
for you. That way
Yeah,
you can
do
just go
double
fish.
the filming and everything. I give him like a bunch of hats and stickers, so whenever he runs into people and stuff, he'll hand out like extreme stickers or hats to people. So that's always pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Dude. Heck yeah. Andy,
Yeah,
what we got
it's
next?
cool.
All right. Would you rather have all of your messages and photos leaked publicly or never use a cell phone or technology again?
What? I guess maybe. Really, probably just my pictures leaked because I already post like my whole life on social media.
It's already out there.
Yeah. I post everything, my workout pictures, like my life just outside of fishing, you know.
Yeah.
I guess I probably have some crazy videos and pictures on my phone, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, really. People are gonna like it or they're not. Just like your social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
It's not the photos that worry me. It's the messages that worry me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
you never know what's coming there.
Yeah. Somebody could find an old message from like 10 years ago and ruin your whole life,
Yeah, sure. Especially like during like the heavy cancel culture days when everybody was inside and during COVID, and they're like, they'd find the tweet from the NFL quarterback from 12 years ago. And what was it? John Gruden got fired because of something he said, like, was it in the email 15 years ago or something like that?
Yeah, how does that even happen? People find all those crazy emails and will post them for the whole world to see, and they could ruin somebody's whole career. It's insane.
That's the only reason why Josh Allen fell to the Bills.
Yeah.
Because he had his Twitter leaked, like, on draft day.
Really?
It was wild. Yeah, they make videos about it still, like some of the stuff that him and his friends were posting on his Twitter. It was hilarious.
I've never heard about that. What was he saying?
Oh, just all kinds of, like, derogatory things. And the funniest part is AJ McCarron was on the team with him at the time, and he was talking about, like, how hot his wife was. It's like, that's funny.
That's crazy. Yeah, me and my buddies are always texting crazy shit, so that probably wouldn't be good to get leaked.
Yeah.
You gotta do that stuff, though. It's fun. Keeps us all human, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. All right. So we got, would you rather go on a cruise with your boss or never go on vacation ever again?
I guess go with my boss, probably. He's pretty cool. I just started a new job, actually. So it's pretty cool. My boss is probably the coolest boss I've ever had.
What do you guys do?
I just started working for a company in town. It's called Noda. And I just drive, it's like a government-based job. So I just drive around old folks all day, and I'll pick them up from their house and take them to go get groceries or take them to their doctor's appointments or wherever they need to go, really. And then I'll just hang out while they're in there shopping for like an hour and then just take them home. And it's like the chillest job I've ever had. I'll bring my computer and do all my editing while I'm sitting in a van waiting. Or it's a pretty sweet gig so far. I like it. I just work 4 10s right now, so it's perfect for my life, and I get insurance and everything. So that was a big factor for trying to find a job.
So basically, what you're telling me is you're the retirement home Uber.
Oh yeah, for real. It's sweet. Awesome. And I love it because I get to hear all these old folks' stories. They got the best stories ever.
What I love about that too is not only folks. Yeah, well, and that's the best part is, like, not only do they have some of the best stories, is like you never have to ask them to tell those stories. They're gonna tell you.
Yeah, that's true. And I just love helping people, so it's fun. Like the van, it's a super nice like vehicle that I'm in, like a brand new 2024 or something, and there's like a lift on it, and some old people obviously need like a lift into the van, so I don't know, it's always fun just helping them get in and out, and if they didn't have that service, they wouldn't even be able to go anywhere, so
yeah.
I think it's pretty cool helping people out and stuff. I like it.
Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Have you thought about taking the extreme thing full time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about it possibly next year, actually, because I guess I haven't really told anybody about this yet or anything. I haven't posted about it or done anything really, but earlier this year I went to school for the U.S. Coast Guard and got my captain's license. So I'm going to start guiding next year and see where that goes. And it should be pretty good because I get messages, thousands of messages and DMs of people saying, I'd love to go out with you on St. Clair or Saginaw Bay or just around here. So I think it's going to be a really big thing. I'm excited about it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Awesome.
Shoot, if Andy can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it should be
10 times the following that I have. So
yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how it all works out. And I'm working on a few new sponsors for next year, so it should be pretty cool. I'm excited about 2025. It's gonna be a good year.
Heck yeah, buddy.
I'm pumped for it. Yeah, I've already like sort of done guiding. I've never, like, I can't actually charge to take people out, yet. But, like over the years, I've taken so many different people out from all over the country. I'll have like guys fly in from California or Georgia. I'd had people come in from California, Rhode Island, and pretty much everywhere. And I've got almost every person on their PB. So it's pretty cool. It's a good feeling when you take other people out and get them on big fish. Feel like that makes me even more happy than me catching one,
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to do that, and then also my social media stuff, all my YouTubing, and it'll be fun. I'm
Heck
pumped.
yeah, dude. Yeah, there's definitely something more to whether being behind the camera or
Yeah,
being with somebody when they're catching a big one. And,
yeah, it's the best feeling. You just can't beat that when you see like a little kid catch a monster and he's just smiling ear to ear,
yeah, it's infectious.
Yeah, yeah, like a few years ago, I took out these two guys in the MLB. That was pretty cool. One of
That's
them
cool.
was on the Detroit Tigers. You guys probably know them.
I
It's
don't follow
Roger.
Major League Baseball.
Well, they're just their dads in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Roger Clemens. Do you
Oh
know
yeah,
who
I do
Roger
know.
Clemens is? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. His son actually DM'd me on Instagram, and I was just looking through my DMs, and I was like, "Who's this Cody Clemens guy? I've never heard of him before." Like on the Tigers, he must be like a rookie. And he was like, "Hey, like I'm on the Tigers, and my brother's coming in from town from Texas. Like, I'd love to get out with you one day. I've been following you for a while." And I just looked up his name on Google, and it was like son of Roger Clemens. It's like, geez, that's sweet. So I
Heck
took
yeah.
both of them out and got them on all kinds of fish. It was pretty cool.
Heck yeah, dude.
It's awesome.
That's sick.
It was fun.
Andy, do we have any more of the would you rather before we hit dealing with our last question of the night?
I think we have one more. Would you rather be invisible or be able to read people's minds?
I think invisible. I've always thought that was cool. Like watching all this like movies and stuff where people go invisible, like Invisible Man or something.
Yeah.
That'd be
Now,
pretty cool to be invisible and just go wherever you want to go whenever, or like go to Area 51 and see what's in there or something.
well, they'd probably know you were
Oh
there.
yeah, probably heat sensors or something.
Think about all those private ponds you could fish now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Yeah, I think that'd be probably way cooler than reading people's minds. What do
Right.
you guys think?
I feel like the reading people's minds one sounds intriguing, but then you go to certain individuals where it's like, I think I'm better off not knowing what they're thinking.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Visibility is kind of cool.
yeah,
You can really Irish goodbye people then.
yeah, for real. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Just be invisible out on the boat. Everybody would just see a ranger flying by with nobody in it.
True definition of ghost riding.
Oh yeah, for real. Like, where's that boat headed?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you can go to a countless amount of Detroit Lions games for free.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They never even know you're
Seriously.
there.
Yeah,
You could be on the
it'd pretty
field watching
cool.
the game. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Until someone bumps into you.
Yeah.
But they don't know. It's just a random.
What is this invisible wall?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
That's awesome. Heck yeah. Well, Dylan, seriously appreciate you taking time out to join us here tonight. And like I mentioned, every time it's somebody's first time on the show, we always have the question to lead in. We have a question to exit out here, and that is, if you could invite 3 different individuals to have steak, have a beer, pick their brain. These 3 individuals do not have to be in the fishing industry. They could be alive 1,000 years ago, could be alive today. It doesn't matter. Any 3 individuals, who would you pick for steak and a beer and pick their brain?
That's a hard one to hang.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Never give any warning. We're nice like that.
I don't even know. I guess one of them would probably be Jared Goff. That'd be pretty cool to hang out with him and, I don't know, have a talk about football or fishing or how he like got so good at football and everything. I
Heck
guess maybe Jared Goff.
Did you ever see that clip of him posing as the college or the JUCO player or whatever, the quarterback that came in?
No.
I'll have to let me set a reminder. I'll find the video, I'll text it to you. It's hilarious.
I guess I'd have to think.
Yeah, they
about
did that
That's
after
a hard
Eli
question.
Manning did the one at Penn State. Did you see, like, completely off topic, did you see they're making a TV show off of the character of Eli Manning when he went to Penn State? I was like,
really?
that's gonna be so
Was that
fun.
like the Blue Mountain like show or no?
I'm not exactly
No,
sure.
not to that extent. Not Blue
No.
Mountain State. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah, yeah. That show is hilarious.
That show's pretty rowdy. Yeah, for kids growing up, it is not an accurate depiction of what college is actually like.
I guess another one. Like I looked up to him in baseball, Roger Clemens. That'd be kind of cool. And I took his sons out fishing.
Yeah,
so that'd be cool to pick his brain and talk to him. And that's a hard question. I guess it'd be cool to hang out with KVD probably.
Shit, you gotta be right down the road.
Yeah. He lives probably a few hours away from me, so.
Shoot, you're invisible. Go fish his pond.
Yeah. Had a steak with Zona earlier this year. That was fun.
I'm sure that was a trip.
Yeah, me and him and Seth and all the camera guys and Brian.
Oh, Brian.
We all after when we went and filmed on St. Clair and everything. He was like, let's all celebrate and go have a big steak. So we all went and had like the fanciest steak ever. Zona was like, get anything you want. It's on me. Holy crap.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. Those guys are cool.
Not often that opportunity comes around.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Heck yeah.
It'd just be fun to be a fly on the wall for that one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there were so many cool stories shared.
Oh, yeah, there was. Yeah. That was a lot of fun just hanging out with those guys on the boat all day and seeing how they make their shows, and it was super cool.
Heck yeah. Well, dude, seriously appreciate you taking the time out to join us tonight. Sorry it took 5 years to get you on here.
Yeah,
but it will definitely not be 5 years for the next one, buddy.
Yeah, that was super fun. Thanks for having me on. I really enjoyed it. I love doing podcasts and everything, so it was fun. We'll have to hang out sometime or whenever we go to all the big fishing shows like the Classic or ICAST. We'll have to grab dinner or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah, dude. Let's make it happen. I got something in the works too for 25. That'll be cool. I'll run it by you offline here, but yeah, we'll definitely make something work for sure.
All right. Well, have a great night, guys. I appreciate it. That was fun.
Yeah. You too, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Thank you. See ya.
There you have it, folks. Dylan Grubb from Extreme Outdoorsman. Such a good dude. It's crazy the different stories you can get into, especially from the different walks of fishing. But man, it's when you see the different lanes of the fishing world come together, like you're talking about, like having Zona, have him be like the camera boat, and then he does the YouTube thing. Seth Fighter's the pro, Brian Evie's the camera guy, like all 4 different lanes of fishing. Right. So it's cool to kind of to show this stuff. We're on a show here, Serious Angler, we can get, a pro that was in the top 5 angler of the year with Cody Huff on to learn and to learn from him, talk through some tips, things like that, and get on a guy like Dylan that is more so on the social media side. You can still learn from him, but it's not like it's a complete shift of conversation, but it's cool to see the different lanes and different personalities that people have and the different where your passions lie in the fishing side. So it's cool for that. And hopefully the people, you guys tuning in, watching, and then the folks obviously listening on the MP3 format afterwards, appreciate that. And we appreciate both Cody and Dylan taking time out tonight to join us here on this show. And we got a couple things to speak about here. Andy, and that is there's a lot of stuff. I don't want to say up in the air, but to look forward to and to anticipate for 2025 with the Serious Angler podcast, and that is a few things we can't let out of the bag just yet. We will like confirm we are expanding in regards to some of the things we'll be doing, but also just whether that's format, whether that's live streams or no live streams. You guys let us know that too, because media does change. And that's the one thing that's crazy. And this is like, especially to people like Dylan, this is preaching to the choir here, where it's granted we are a media outlet. You got to change with the media. And that is the one thing that we need to adjust with some of the times and things like that. But with that being said, is production value is going up for you guys. So it's that we're going to have the same context of Serious Angler. We're going to be working tenfold for you guys in 25. Is harder than we have been in years recent, and I'm really excited for that because we're going to have more time to put into this thing. And we really got to shout out to the partners we have here on the show that are helping us do that, and we got some new ones for 2025 that we're super excited about. But it's we got some crazy things in the works, Andy, and that I'm really excited about for 2025. And
absolutely.
I hate saying so excited, honestly, because it's probably the most overused phrase in all of fishing, where it's, guys, I'm so excited for this new bait launching. We'll figure out a new. I was actually thinking about making a funny reel where it's like, I'm not calling out anybody in particular. I just think it's a funny trend how every pro now before a tournament does, hey, I'm so-and-so here, pro, we're day 2 of this tournament, and it's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. And it's like you got 40 pros that put that same reel out. I was thinking about doing it before the podcast, of being like, hey, it's Bailey Agber here. We're got a podcast tonight. We'll see how it goes.
It would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah. We got some new content ideas for next year that should be pretty fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But we definitely are open to what you guys, because we are not a show without the people that listen and tune into this thing. So if you guys have opinion on, if you don't like the live stream, things like that. I know we have a lot of people over in the MP3 side that for you guys, really nothing's going to change. You're just going to get more content. And we'll release that later. And just about, I think, close to New Year's will be episode freaking 500 of Serious Angler. I think it almost lines up perfect with Jan 1. Let me see here, actually, just to confirm while we're talking through here. So we are on episode. This is as of last week.
491.
So so for the MP3 folk anyway, because tonight, obviously for you guys, if you tune in the whole live stream, it's one show here. But how MP3 works is the part 2 or part 1 and part 2. So with Cody, that's going to be episode 490. And then with Dylan here, it'll be 491. So we'll have 9 shows here. So that's basically 4 weeks. That's another month. That's basically Jan 1. So we'll have episode freaking 500. That's hopefully where we'll unleash all of everything that is new for 2025 for you guys. Because I'm freaking jacked up about it, man. It's going to be a great year, as Dylan mentioned too. It's going to be freaking awesome, some of the stuff that we have in store for you guys. So with that being said, I mean, we got to call out some of the things, especially if you guys are new to the Serious Angler Podcast Network. Yes, we are here at Serious Angler Podcast, but we have 4 different shows. We have 4 different shows here on the network. Andy running one of the great ones we have with the Lure Lab. If you guys haven't checked that one out, it's once a week, every Saturday morning or Sunday morning, whichever day we can get out. On the weekends, we'll call it on the weekends.
It's usually Saturday morning, unless I accidentally put Sunday morning, but it's usually Saturday morning. It depends on how my guiding week has gone and when I recorded, and if it's like 11 o'clock at night by the time I get to edit it, and I have to be up at 4 a.m. the next day. So there are mistakes, and I admit it, but
dealing with Andy, it's like old man Jenkins trying to get there.
And as things expand, it just gets harder.
Oh yeah,
don't get old.
Right. That's why the team's expanding. That's right.
Don't get old.
We got Business from the Bass Boat. If you guys check that one out, we get a bunch of industry questions, and Deacon is the reporter on such. And last we got Kayak Fishing Weekly. So for folks, especially on this one, if you guys are into kayak fishing, just know as well if you have been tuning into Kayak Fishing Weekly as well, it's the YouTube channel itself is actually moving off of this channel. It's actually going to its own YouTube channel, Kayak Fishing Weekly. That way it can get all the shine, it can get all the attention, because YouTube is a fun but fickle place to put out content right now, where it's, if you have diversifying content, you can either play well with each other, or it can do really well or do really bad and clash against each other. So that's one thing we're trying to do. Is Serious Angler was doing really well with Serious Angler and Biz for the Bass Boat content. And so we are having kayak fishing move to its own platform to give as much attention we can to the kayak fishing side, being that's such a fast growing niche of the fishing industry. And we're really just laying that's completely out open for you guys. But just go over to Kayak Fishing Weekly on YouTube, and you guys can tune into all that stuff there, as well as for MP3 folks. Again, nothing's going to change. So you guys are good there. But Andy, I know it's a little bit short winded of all the changes that we are due to tell the folks, but just know that show is coming. We will have a end of year show and end of 2024, that sort of thing. That way you guys can get all of the updates, things you need for what's to come for the new year for us, because it's crazy that it's already freaking December.
Insane.
It's nuts, dude. But we would not be here without y'all. You guys are amazing. Appreciate every single one of you guys that tunes in live. Appreciate Cody and Dylan for joining us tonight. And folks, appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one.